Hey, what's up, everyone? Sly here with D. So, D, man, we saw this alignment. Chase Young's first game against Jacksonville Jaguars. Running, having Nick Bosa, Chase Young standing up, puts the fear of God in these centers and guards. What do you think about this, man? This time we did it. We got a sack. Last time we did it, Chase Young against the Jaguars got pressure. And it seemed like this play is like a money play on defense, man. You see, we're watching this play right here. And you see Fred Warner at the end just jacked up, all pumped up after getting the sack on Geno Smith. What do you think about this? The only one in this play right here that actually went in, did a little stunt was Nick Bosa. He goes to the end. And then you have Hargrave and Bosa just going right towards the quarterback. What do you think about this? You like it, or you think it's kind of crazy what Steve Wilkes is doing?
No, I love it. And I love what Steve Wilkes is doing ever since we've had him on the sideline. It's just been a game changer, just because he gets to interact with the players and let them know like what their duty is. And also when you're the quarterback, I feel like where we struggled in the past was a lot of the times, because now where the game's changed where there's a lot of mobile quarterbacks, but I feel like where it's always like killed us like when they run up the middle. And so because we always have like the D line coming from the sides for a sack, and that's where a majority of the sacks come in. But when the middle is just like wide open, especially with these mobile quarterbacks that we face, like the Jalen Hurts and Mahomes, that man, even Kirk Cousins, like I believe he did that. He ran up the middle, and I couldn't believe it, man. And so I like, to me, like that's like a game changer, because when you have those guys right in the middle, it just like, man, it's like, oh crap, these guys are coming right at me. And then you're not thinking about the other guys like Hargrave and other guys coming at you. And so it opens everything up. And I love that they don't run it every play. They run it like when you like kind of least expect it. And when they did it against the Seahawks, I was like, oh man, I loved it, because what's the name was talking smack, Metcalf. He's like, well, besides Chase and Nick Bosa, like no one else really does anything. And
Like,
then
I don't know anyone names, you know?
Yeah, but then you saw like Hargrave, he did some things.
He got 2 sacks. He should have got 3, actually,
Yeah.
but that one penalty, remember, it should have been 3 sacks. So
Yeah, and we were like pressuring the crap out of Geno. And so for that, like that's what I love about it, that it opens everything up. And like I said, man, those two are just like a force to be reckoned. Those two together, it's like the Bash Brothers. When they're getting in there, it's all hell break loose. And then, like I said, with those two coming at you, it's going to open the doors for the other guys to get their opportunity. And you saw that even like someone like Kinlaw, he hasn't really been doing much, but he hasn't been like sucking. He's been playing solid. And so you see like the other guys, they've been like just doing like enough just for us to like just get the win in. And so I love it. I love what Steve Wilkes is doing. Right now we're one of the hottest defense in the league, us and the Ravens. So man, it's like I love what we've been doing.
yeah, so look at this play right here. And so Hargrave's the one that gets a sack. He goes inside, and you see Eric Armstead on the end. Now, we did the video on this after Jacksonville, and I said one thing that it needs to be tweaked. And instead of Armstead, I said Robert Beal Jr. Now, at the time when I said Robert Beal Jr., he wasn't even on the 53-man roster. He was on the 21-day practice list. He might not even made the team. He would have been put on IR for the rest of the year. However, we found out today that he is actually on the 53-man roster. He's taking the place of Greg Odom, who's out for the season with the IR. So for me, if I'm Steve Wilkes, I get a fast-ass pass rusher at the end. You see Eric Armstead right here at the end, kind of over-pursuing right here. With Robert Beal, he might be our fastest defensive end. He's a 4.48 guy. I don't know what Bosa was, but I believe he's faster than him. 243 pounds. You don't see a lot of that. So to me, when I found out that he was in officially for the 49ers, I was licking my chops, man. I'm not even going to lie to you. Just imagine you have Nick Bosa, Chase Young standing up right here in the middle. Then you have Hargrave just penetrating the inside, going towards the center when he's on the outside. And then you have someone like Robert Beal, the speedster, on the end right there. Oh my gosh, man. I'm salivating right now. I mean, that's what first thing I thought when Robert Beal was sounding like, oh my gosh, we get to run this play with Robert Beal now. And then we have the 2 studs inside. It's going to be so many opportunities. Remember the first time we ran against Jacksonville, I believe Trevor Lawrence got 3-4 yards because right away, Chase Young, boom, got pressure inside.
Yeah.
Now with this, man, I'm telling you, 4 dudes right there will be able to get at that quarterback. And when you have, 7, 8 guys back, oh my gosh, the defense is just licking their chops, man.
Yeah.
Fred Warner, all these guys are like, oh my gosh, get ready for the interception. So to me, seeing this, man, I'm excited, man. I think Steve Wilkes doing a great job, like you said, ever since he's been on down the sideline. He's calling all these exotic plays, all these different plays. Remember that play where Nick Bosa and Chase Young got the sack? They were the only two, along with Hargrave, rushing. Remember, Eric Armstead, he dropped back in the zone. So I think we had 8 guys back and only 3 guys pressuring, and then they got the sack, both of them together. If that happens, man, I'm telling you, it's over. It's over. I don't care. Even if our offense is struggling, this defense right here is going to lead us. I think this so far, beginning this whole year, I think it's been our offense that's been better than our defense. I think our offense is ranked number 3. They ranked number 3, and then our defense is ranked number 5. So this year is a little different from the other years with Jimmy Garoppolo, 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022. It's always been our defense that's been the cornerstone. Now this is the first year with Kyle Shanahan where our team's good, that our offense is leading the way. But if our defense starts playing like this, the way we're playing, oh man, I don't know which is going to be better, man.
And one of the things I like about Steve Wilkes is that he's good at with these secondaries. So for us, you saw like our starters really struggling, but then now you're starting to see like guys like Thomas, Brown, like all these guys who are not even starters, like making plays. And that's more like credit to him, is because with him when he was with Carolina, they had one of like the best secondaries, and they went on the Sam Darnold like led them with that hot like win streak. I think they won like what was it, like 4 to 5 games,
5,
like,
yeah.
So something like around that, like where they had like a good like winning streak at the end. And so for him, like he's been able to build up these secondaries, and so for us, like it's been perfect timing, man. Like right before the postseason, get a little momentum, right after the bye, after the trade. And so I'm excited, man, like moving forward. Our defense, like you said at the beginning, they were like a little bit struggling, but now it looks like the momentum's been carrying, and it's at the perfect timing.
And I think it's really exciting, too, that these young cats from the secondary are coming. Darrell Luter Jr., Samuel Womack. So it's like reinforcements are starting to come. And they're performing on special teams, especially. These guys are flyers, man. Samuel Womack, he helped pin the ball inside the 1-yard line. This dude's a speedster. Yeah. And then Darrell Luter Jr., without him, the game would have been 7-7 against Seahawks. He freaking chased down that guy. He reminded me of DK Metcalf when he chased down Budda Baker that one time. He was just flying. So if we could hold him off, if these secondary could hold these guys off for 3-4 seconds, that's all we need. That's all we need, because these guys are going to get there, man. The way it's going right now, all these exotic blitzes, man, and now we add Robert Beal to the mix. I think he's going to be our 3rd best pass rusher when it's all said and done. I'm just, oh my gosh, man, I'm pumped up, man. I really am. Seeing another exotic blitz. It wasn't even a blitz, it was a 4-man pressure, but it looked like a blitz. The way that Bosa was stunting, going both of these guys inside, I was just like, oh man, I was just amazed. And we're going to need that this week against the Eagles.
Yep.
So
big game coming.
Yeah, big game. But that's what we got, man. Let us know what you think about it. Do you like these new exotic alignments that we're running? Let me know down below. Make sure to like this video, comment. Talk to you next time. Peace.